So I took this job. I'd take any job at that point, even though political cases fester like rust-laced wounds. I was off to hang out with high society, of which I always had a low opinion. Maybe because it consisted mostly of low people. I sit here where it all stinks, and it's not just Green's rotting corpse. Someone put the transformer on fire. Cable acted like a fuse. That's what caused the explosion.
It's getting more and more obvious why nobody wants to work with you.
I'll look for any pre-explosion traces, then we're out of here.
James, I wasn't born yesterday. You said that before, and I don't believe you.
Okay, it's starting to get interesting. Someone carved this date long ago. What's up with the snake?
Check the encyclopedia.
Someone not only flooded the transformer, but also ripped out the cables. Someone tried to smash that glass before the explosion. Cracked it and left a handprint. Green was holding this bottle before he died. Unique taste of our gin. Juniper's communis, passion, respect. Oh, looks tasty.
Stop it. James, you've got to stop this. What's he doing?
Oh, you're finally paying attention. Great. So, now the question is, did Green try to crack open that plate with his own forehead? Or did somebody else use Green's forehead like a ball-peen hammer?
Why can't we see the killer in the reconstruction?
He covered his tracks pretty damn skillfully.
So someone was here. Fucking hell.
What? You gonna tattle to the chief again?
Would you just let that drop already? What's done is done. No point in picking at it.
Wait. We're not going to work like this. There's gotta be at least a baseline of trust here.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, except we're running out of time to figure out how the tree got set on fire. So, come on. Chop chop.
Shit.
What happened?
The fuses just blew.
What? Why?
The reconstructor needs massive amounts of energy. Sometimes the limiter doesn't adjust to the environment and pop. Blown fuses.
Here you go.
You turned on the emergency lights. I wonder what the chief would have to say about that.
Don't thank me, and for fuck's sake, get a move on. Someone with the president?
That's bullshit.
Which does not change the fact that even before inventing the Icarite, he was a big shot in politics.
What the fuck is this?
A bike. Or rather, a wheel off a bike.
And people rode on it? How?
Like a motorcycle, but you had to push those things around and around with your feet to make it go.
Ouch. It's scary how little we know about the world before the Icarite.
No wonder.
Something went off here. Probably some kind of relic.
To the best of friends, always auspicious winds. Green. That asshole had friends. Hard to believe.
I'm getting a bad hit off this thing.
I wonder which one's the best friend now.
I wonder why a gift from Green is in his own home. Let's see what the patient has to say. Check something out for me, would you? I need to know about a drug called Prose of Life.
Introduced in 2208. It's based on fluoxetine.
An antidepressant. How long did Green get psychiatric treatment?
Looks like he's officially been in therapy for 156 years. According to statistics, that's pretty much normal for people who've lived as long as he has.
It'll be worth checking the file to see if he mentioned anything about a suicide. Match to Green's blood type. He was fighting with someone.
Or he cut himself as he jumped.
Maybe. You learn fast. He fell from there. If he cut himself on the railing, there should be blood on it. Someone must have pushed him. No trace of blood on the railing.
So he didn't cut himself here. This is weird.
Green's fingerprints are on the railing.
So he was leaning against it?
Looks that way. It came from this side.
They?
Half of the reconstruction is inconsistent. Someone must have been messing with it. We don't have enough information to find the other one.
How do you think this went down?
Green gave up after the fight and did whatever the perpetrator told him to. I'm thinking he put the rope around his own neck and then destroyed his own Icarite.
Well, in any case, Green didn't jump. Someone pushed him.
Wait, there's a blood trail here.
He must have gotten cut before the hanging. Do you have a UV lamp?
I don't leave home without it. He was walking up these stairs. Unusual shape. Like he was lying here. Or like he's begging for mercy. Another trace of blood.
Hit it with the UV lamp.
Must have been bleeding a lot. Well, that? The tracks connect. You think he deserved what he got?
I do. And it still wasn't enough.
Shit. Sounds like you hated his guts.
Oh, please.
He's got something on his clothes. Some kind of chemical?
Huh. The reconstructor's coming up goose eggs on its composition.
Must be rare as shit, then. It stretches across the floor. I'll switch to UV. Actually, this way. Looks like Green is rummaging around the transformer. Cables are torn out. Same as the one around Green's neck.
You think he did it?
I think someone made him do it.
Oh, shit. What a fucking mess.
You know what I think? I think it all looks exactly the way the perpetrator wanted it to.
Seriously? You're repeating yourself.
There's something here.
James? I've lost visual. James!
Sarah?
James, where you at?
Honestly, you don't want to know.
Whatever. The feds are on their way there, so consider this a heads up. If they find you, I don't fucking know you.
Are you? You're serious? We've been friends for fucking decades and you're gonna hang me out to dry? How's the situation?
They're coming. Time to clean up.
Sarah, if we're gonna keep working together, you're gonna have to promise me something.
What?
I've been honest with you from the beginning, and I need you to never do anything behind my back again. We clear?
James. Okay, as long as you keep being honest with me, I've got your back. Okay? From here on out.
Then we've got a deal.
Yes. Now, come on, move before they bust us.
Nobody'll even know I was here. body of a dead god on the flaming Mount Olympus. Time to go back to the underworld he cast us all into. In the gut of a body not my own, I can feel this case is nothing but trouble and heartache. And even worse, it's personal. A lit cigar pressed against a wound that never heals. That's me. The second time I've seen Icarite completely melted. Just when I got a little better at forgetting the first one. It's the 537th floor, yet the thick stench of piss-soaked streets still fills the air.
Paying off your body, huh? I think I deserve something.
Take your hands off me.
Kara, how was your day?
Excellent. Only one corpse.
I'm glad to hear that. Due to the high level of air pollution, I recommend full body decontamination.
You're lucky I don't need to water you. Depend on me, and you won't have long to live. As usual. Finally.
Hey, I was still using it. You know, if it wasn't for that badge, I would have fucked you up a long time ago.
Yeah, right back at you.
Oh, cocky, are we? Well, what's your first move then?
Left jab.
Block and a quick right.
Dodge and a hook from below.
An elbow block and a headbutt.
kick to the shin and a quick right jab to the nose.
Before you swung that foot, you'd be picking your teeth up off the floor. 1-0.
It's hard to get used to a face marked by someone else's mistakes. Though for some reason, it's much easier with the eyes. Once the life fades out of them, they can belong to anyone.
Moving there or what? Get out.
It's time to take care of it. I'm gonna need more space to fire up the evidence board. Sarah,
How's the job going?
to complete my report, I need to summarize the evidence. I need access to the system.
You heard Chief Steiner. He wants it classified as a suicide and sent straight to him.
We were supposed to put our cards on the table, so that's what I'm doing.
I appreciate that, but we have one more problem. Do you think I don't know why the chief put you on restricted duty? I read your wife's case file. Forgive me for mentioning her, but it was the same kind of suicide.
Sarah, listen to me very carefully. We're in this together, and it's a lot bigger than the chief. Sooner or later, the report will make it to the top brass, and we'll both be fucked. Unless we consider all the circumstances in the report.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what? Here's what we'll do. I have access, so I analyze, and I put the evidence on the board. Is that clear?
As clear as day.
Okay. I'm sorry for bringing your wife up like that.
Look, let's not fight. Let's connect the dots one by one. If we agree with the conclusions, we move on. You'll agree with me sooner or later.
The sooner we get this over with, the sooner you can write the report.
That's the spirit. I should clear up Sarah's doubts about the murder. First, I have to prove that somebody else was there besides Green. And when Sarah takes the bait, I'll convince her about the rest. Somebody had to be pretty damn determined to fuck Green's Icarite up this bad.
Somebody. Right. Could have been Green himself.
This is creepy.
Ugh, looking at this makes my skin crawl.
You don't want to know what it's doing to mine. It'll be hard to defend the theory about these cables. The moment of the fall is puzzling.
I want to say that someone kicked him, but we don't have enough.
No. Want to guess which one's the best friend?
Nope.
I have to wonder if someone just dropped it here, or if they threw it back in Green's face.
He could have cut himself, maybe?
Like how? Shaving?
Got something?
Nah, it's nothing.
Look, you don't have to try to convince me that Green is behind everything.
Suit yourself. This is quite a lead.
But who's doing the beating? Fucking ghost?
Excellent question. And we've got it!
We can start somewhere.
I was hoping for more enthusiasm.
Not gonna happen.
Ouch.
Okay, we still have shit, but we can at least ask 2 questions. First, what's the actual cause of death? Second, who's the culprit and what's his motive?
Are you saying you're getting involved?
I've already changed my mind.
Are you the same with guys?
I won't correct you on everything you just said that was wrong. Besides, I'm looking for more information about the evidence. But seriously, no more jokes. I found some interesting tidbits.
Please share.
Only with friends. But I'll make an exception for you.
He didn't glow at night by any chance? Because of everything in his blood?
Many drugs are rare, withdrawn, or from government projects. Wait, how do you know if Green doesn't glow at night?
I don't want to talk about it. We haven't known each other long enough. We would have seen a shootout in the reconstruction.
Must have happened before.
Maybe he shot someone? Apparently, he had a heavy foot.
He was just showing off to a girl.
If I had such a fancy car, I wouldn't need a girl for anything. He had guests. What do we know about them?
Kovalev is a smuggler and the owner of Icarus. And Salma, as you know, is that famous psychologist and a psychiatrist.
A smuggler and a shrink. Quite a pair of farewell guests.
We need more than that.
The explosion. And the fire.
We need more than that.
There's nothing complicated about this.
But what next, James? This is clear, and
I know. Give me a minute. I've always wanted to fly a helicopter.
what?
It's all magnetic now, so it's literally hanging in the air. And when you fly downward, you're dropping. says what I think it says, we're getting somewhere.
This is no proof,
What?
but a very solid hypothesis.
I agree. Let's move on. We know what's going on. Now we only need the motive and the perpetrator.
Yeah, then tea and we'll find Kennedy's killer before an evening snack.
Who?
Oh geez, how did you even get through high school?
What did I pass? I used to play baseball. You forgot? And I was fucking great at it.
Right, now I remember. James, this is fun, and I'd play 3 more games of solitaire, but it won't prove anything.
What else do you need?
More facts, or it's a waste of effort.
We need to talk seriously.
Is this some lame engagement joke?
What? No, it's not like that. I just have something for you.
If it is, however, some stupid joke, I will get fucking mental on you.
There is one more piece of evidence.
Sorry? Why don't I know about it? It's not in the archive.
Because it's not a photo.
Oh, wait a minute. Tell me you're joking. I'm begging you.
It turns out I think it is indispensable.
You took physical evidence from the crime scene? They'll put us in jail for this! Oh, shit. I take it back. I'd rather have the engagement ring.
It's beautiful. A vial of strange liquid. Probably poison. This creepy voodoo symbol on it makes it more mysterious. More importantly, the material of the vial might retain fingerprints. What do you think?
Show me. If you have any more stolen evidence up your ass, you better get it out now before you hurt yourself.
Not this time.
Consult your doctor. There's even a term for it. Kleptomania. Symptoms include paying for it someday.
Hard to believe it's been almost 100 years. At parties, I said I smashed it with the ball during the game. The truth is, it was after the game. And I had a ball-shaped stone trophy. A football trophy. Your herm code?
97-fucking-6.
Around Liberty Island, huh?
None of your business.
Everything was in Sarah's hands now, which was neat, since my own hands were shaking in a delirium I inherited after some punk I've never known.
And one more thing. In the meantime, please send that damn report.
What about evidence analysis?
You got evidence illegally, and you want to put it in an official report?
I'll send it as is. Maybe we'll find something else later.
Or we can just pretend none of this ever happened. A complicated and unfortunate accident in which Icarite... Damn it, what am I doing? A specific fraud theory that doesn't quite... Wait. Enough. Numerous clues indicate the involvement of third parties. Suicide or accident is excluded. Nobody sticks their head outside anymore. As if they wanted to believe this ugly world does not really exist. Huddled in their little flats over the few cents they managed to save towards a new body. Never asking themselves whether the survival instinct makes the urban rats happier, or is this only the selfish genes, free riding on the suffering of subsequent generations, other alien forces exploiting their drive towards self-preservation, their desperate struggle to stay alive a little longer, desperate struggle that even Green has eventually lost. Easier to control, but Green, he was one of the controllers. The person who whacked him was no ordinary citizen either. No way.
James, are you in front of the board?
No, I went out for a breather.
That sample. You were right. It's definitely poison, but that's not all. There was a fragment of a print on it. I managed to reconstruct it and search the database.
So, who does the print belong to?
It's a damn big fish. Slippery, too.
You gonna make me beg? What's the fucking name?
I don't want to say right now. Somebody on the street might overhear. I sent you everything by snail mail. Let me know as soon as you get it.
Deja vu.
Promised to veto, and then what do? He signed as soon as the bill landed on his desk. The president is nothing but a pen in the hands of corrupt politicians. A stooge! A disgrace! Did you hear? He signed it! That lying piece of shit!
Actors in their own bodies. Now that was cinema. I don't know how I was lucky enough to even meet a woman like that. Deadly poison is atropine. Okay, great. It was Kovalev's fingerprint on the murder weapon, huh? I knew it. You still think we can't clear this one?
I wouldn't start celebrating yet. We'll never get to him. He basically never steps outside Icarus.
But you do believe this is a murder now?
Well, yes. But
Special announcement. Engine problems have been reported aboard Icarus, which is currently flying over Brooklyn. We ask residents of the borough to stay at home and shelter in place. There is no need to worry. Insurance for bodily injuries will be fully applicable.
James, did you hear the announcement?
I even felt it.
Damn, you're that close to it? Are you all right? The newsfeed said it crashed into a building and that it's about to fall into a chasm.
Yeah. We can't pass up a fucking golden opportunity like this.
Pass up a No, wait, James, are you crazy?
Too late, bye!
The bar was named Icarus and met its end fittingly. I didn't have time to savor the irony. An impossible chance to get Kovalev has just fallen out from the sky into my very lap, or at least my very neighborhood.
James, are you hearing this?
Fire department on site. Ambulances in 13 minutes. Secure the area. Do not go inside. I say again, do not go inside.
Sounds like good advice.
All you sons of bitches in Brooklyn, hold your positions. And get the crowd pushed back before it comes down on top of them.
Sarah, mute this channel.
What, you allergic to orders?
Yes, I am.
Seems they didn't wait for the gravity to do the killing. Swell. I prefer to interrogate corpses. Their deaths tell me more than their lies would.
James, evacuate whoever you can and get the fuck out of there.
Little late for that. See for yourself.
Oh shit. What the fuck?
Good question. Help me identify Kovalev. I bet his corpse will open right up if we ask it all nice-like.
Guess it shed some light on the matter.
Take these pictures.
How about this one?
That's not him either. Kovalev is fatter.
How about this unicorn guy?
Seriously? No, it's not him.
How about this guy?
Not even close. Quit fucking around.
Shit, I can't find it. Moving on to reconstruction.
James, we don't have time.
Sarah, I'm going to find out what happened here, full stop. Understand?
Okay, sure.
Load of shit. Loss.
Don't worry, I'm sure everyone here can afford new bodies.
Fuck them. I was talking about the booze.
deconstruct the lock. Fuck. It's as far back as it'll go.
So we don't know what caused the explosion.
Not yet.
James, if Kovalev finds out...
This whole place is about to fall apart and take Kovalev's secrets with it. I'm not about to let that bastard get away from me again.
Hey, if you fall, I'll say you acted alone. I'm fucking serious.
Fine. Let's get to work.
What do you think?
He's special, skewered asshole. Get it?
Get what?
He was impaled. Forget it. Against that much force? I didn't stand a chance. These shards came from someplace else. This must have been losing altitude.
Until he finally hit the neon sign.
The ads in the city are deadly effective.
Ugh, James, I'm begging you.
He's got something on his neck. Check it out.
It's, one of ours. Agent from the department.
How the fuck did he get in here?
Jealous?
Yeah, a little. Okay. How I am being less. He came from this side, bleeding heavily.
The marks will be visible under UV.
Thanks, detective.
What do you make of this wound?
Adrenaline's a hell of a drug. The blood trail leads all the way to the lounges. He must have come from there. Got hit in the air. Had a hard landing. Tough guy. He kept his cool.
For all the good it did him.
Let's see where he jumped from. The whole couch is fucked up.
Is this more of the undercover's blood?
Nah, would have bled out. Must belong to the guy next door. Check the DNA for me?
No data available. Shit. That's gotta be some big fish.
I'll take photos. We'll identify him later.
What is that? A brand name?
Could be. Or maybe somebody's initials.
nailed him right through the head. Damaged. Someone shot through the suitcase lock. I'll check for ballistic trajectories. The side of the bar erupted in a hail of hot lead. Turned the lounges into Swiss cheese.
Into what?
People used to talk like that. I heard in some movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're a movie buff.
They sat there in the lounge, all cloak and dagger and hushed tones, until the spray of bullets caught them flat-footed. He managed to scram. Agile body, fast reaction time. Grade B, maybe even A.
Where did he get the money for that?
The bullet turned his brain to mush. It'll take years to reconstruct his Icarite.
James, can you get into the suitcase?
Okay. Lock works. Let's see.
At least we know where he got the money for that hot rod body. Why is our agent neck deep in this? What's his fucking deal?
Dean was not a saint for sure, but we have no idea what or whose business he was doing here.
Seriously? He obviously wasn't doing anything legit.
Legit. I've been with the department so long, I don't even remember what that means.
Uh-huh, right.
I don't think we'll get any more out of the Swiss cheese lounge.
Let's move on.
You've never been tempted to...
No, put it down!
Yeah, just asking.
Ugh, what a horrible way to die.
He's gonna have such a phobia. Just the sight of a match will make him piss himself.
And he'll never light a cigar again.
Runs like clockwork. You recognize him?
John Park? The third one in the photo with Green. The main shareholder of Demmer?
Fucking Demmer. Ribs completely crushed. Multiple minor injuries. It's covered in some kind of flammable shit.
What does it look like to you?
Something exploded right next to him. Concussive force broke all his bones. Intense heat set him on fire.
Shit. The poor bastard really suffered.
Yeah, well, suffering's nothing new. Especially for people who eat Demmer food.
Can you find the source of the explosion?
As long as this shit glows under UV light, yeah, I think so. Looks like the center of the blast was in this lounge. Check on Park's friends.
What was... Huh? What'd you say?
Nothing. Just that we better get a move on.
Martin Roy, the owner of the New York Liberation Stadium?
Shit. He seemed like a decent guy.
You knew him?
Nah, not really. He shook my hand a few times in the old life, that's all. A scarf? I saw this pattern somewhere. You know, from the photo? From a speed camera?
It's a scarf. But, yes, indeed. Jane Salma had a similar one.
Similar? Identical?
Uh-huh. But, it's just a scarf. Besides, there's no sign of Salma's presence.
No, not yet. Weird. I can't read the Icarite.
Destroyed?
Doesn't look that way. I just can't access it. I see a code on the hand. Will you check it?
Expensive bodies don't usually have those.
Could have been a recent purchase, maybe? Just hadn't gotten around to removing the serial number yet?
Weird. It's unregistered, but the body was bought by Phalanx for... Holy shit! For $4 million bucks?
Way too pricey for a bodyguard. Sarah, meet Mr. Miller.
You think that's the owner of the company?
Not only that, arms dealer, smuggler. Don't bother looking in the system. We won't find anything. This asshole works for the government. Got some documents.
I don't believe it. Do people like this always keep secret papers just lying around for anyone to see?
Looks like the law on lowering the age of free subscription is just the beginning.
What? They want to make it even lower?
And add tons of taxes. I'd say it's a long-term plan.
Have they gone fucking insane? They can't do that!
Their plans will have to wait. It'll be years before they're back on their feet after the transplant, especially if they go down with this airship.
Are you going to download their Icarites?
Even if I wanted to, I don't have time for that.
Right. Well, in any case, the longer the plan takes to get started, the better it'll be for the rest of us.
Fuckers. Whoever blew them up may have had a point.
You got that right.
There's blood. I'll turn on the UV lamp. Kovalev's prints are everywhere.
Well, it is his bar.
Looks like he spilled a few Bloody Marys, so to speak. Let's follow the trail. Traces lead here. Some unidentified substance.
Same one that set Park on fire.
Kovalev started walking from this spot. Bleeding like a faucet. Even more than that dead UC.
Someone shot him.
Lunatic, shoot a bartender. An endangered species. I'll figure out where the shots came from.
Got the latest generation? One that picks up the trajectory of bullets?
Relax. I'm old-fashioned, but I make exceptions for toys that make my job easier. Attacker shot from the stage.
Any thoughts on who did the shooting?
Got a dead guy here who'd make a decent suspect. He's great at playing a dead guy. Really in character. The caliber matches the gun fired.
Is it him?
He shot Kovalev before he got hit himself. You check the DNA.
Body's assigned to a user named Edmund Christo Basmond.
That doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah, I didn't figure it would. He works for Phalanx.
Miller's livestock. He fired 4 shots before he fell to the ground.
But only one hit Kovalev. Why was a security guard shooting at Kovalev?
Good question. Something provoked him. He must have been startled to have such shitty aim. Straight in the Icarite. Whoever tapped him was a fucking excellent shot.
So now the question is, who?
Exactly. So long, Edmund Christo Basmond.
How can we connect it all?
Ballistics points to Kovalev opening fire on the guests. I'll check around the bar again. Shells, 45 caliber.
No shit.
That's what I figured. Kovalev used a Tommy gun. Nothing like the classics.
He shoot his own people.
First he took out Green, then he got to the rest of his gang.
Turned against his own.
It started with Kovalev. First, he served a cocktail he whipped up himself. He treated the next guest with a hail of bullets. And finally earned a bullet himself from Oscar Wino Edmundo. Kovalev gave as good as he got. finished off the crooked UC.
It's all just so unnecessary.
Necessary or not, in the end, the neon got him. He got hit hard. Lucky. You know what they say. Follow the trail of blood.
Nobody says that.
I was right.
Time to break out the UV lamp.
We've got a lead. The trail leads to this guy. We've got Kovalev's prints on the handle of the knife. It wasn't just his drinks that had a kick.
Who's the knifer?
Cigarette's cut. I'll check the blood.
Another one of Miller's bodyguards.
Seriously, where does he get these guys?
Nice display of bravado.
I bet he was in the army. You don't get reflexes like that just from a body. It takes training, years of it. I'd also say he had to use the knife, because I think by then he'd lost his gun. Impact knocked Kovalev off balance. He dropped something. This is something new.
You think he blew himself up?
Nah, I doubt it. How much did he have? And we're following the trail of blood. Again. You know, like they say you're supposed to.
I can't.
He really didn't like this job.
Why didn't he blow himself up sooner?
Good question. Here, you got hit again. Kovalev got shot a few times. He kept going.
The reconstruction's complete. Get the safe.
Determination. Why did he want to blow himself up here?
You already have all the data. Open the fucking safe before it all collapses.
Roger that. The safe should work again. Is it a real scotch?
Are you crazy? Go!
Rest in peace. It's a card. There's something on it, but without any data.
You're out of time. Take what you have to take and run.
Wait, there's something else there.
There's no time.
See this? Green road to Kovalev.
Ugh, I see. Now do you want to be scraped off the pavement?
Right. I can think of better ways to spend the evening.
Could Green and Kovalev been working together? And why did the fucking bartender want to blow himself up in this particular place? What was he hoping to accomplish?
Fuck. Sarah, are you there?
Who would have thought that the fly that was buzzing over Green's corpse would get stuck on Icarus? Can't find a window to fly out of.
And I suppose you're the spider, huh?
No, but there's one nearby. Buzz yourself around the Ripus corpse. The one you missed.
How did you hack this one?
Focus on the corpse that Kovalev wanted to reach.
Time could be the net the bastard was trying to trap me in. I had to act fast. Looks like a bigwig.
Did you find him? What kind of shape is he in?
Dead.
Just a temporary state for bigwigs like him. Unfortunately.
Betting Green is on your shit list too, huh?
We don't have to worry about it anymore, do we? Let's focus on the one at your feet. Do you recognize him?
Wait a minute. George Boyle, CTC director.
From the rotten family that invented the Icarite.
His signature was on the documents from the lounge.
He and the others found a way to strip the poor of their bodies to pad the pockets of rich assholes.
He's just another dead asshole to me. What do you want?
You have a unique chance to get justice. Desynchronize him. Buy some time for the poor people.
You think it's justice to desecrate an Icarite and a corpse?
Yes. If you shoot him through a Icarite, he'll suffer. And more importantly, no more body taxes. It will take months, maybe years, before he gets back on his feet. You gave time to people who really need it.
This isn't right.
And what is right? Thousands of souls that will go to the memory bank. You can buy them time. Just pull the trigger. Really? No guts? Who are cops here to defend? People like Boyle or innocent folks? This is a chance for some justice. Are you on their side? What, they brainwashed you? Come on, pull the trigger. Come on!
Fuck you. I'm nobody's puppet.
Yes, you are. They own you. You proved it.
Ah, James, can you hear me? It's about to go down. You've got to get out. James, you have to get out of there. Look at the damn car! Icarus is about to go down!
I bet my not-so-great body on a great hand, and damn was I right. Instead of dead, I was ahead for once, and ready to break the case of the century.
Hey, Chief. Did you hear they served scotch with lead at Icarus?
I didn't hear anything. Especially not from you. Because you weren't fucking there.
I got some evidence. Ties to Green. Rock solid.
Fuck. First you send me that bullshit report, and now you got evidence. You listen to me right now. You weren't there. Understand? And we're not talking now either. In fact, I haven't spoken to you since the accident. Got it?
Chief.
Nope. That's it. I'm pulling you off this case. Steiner out.
Crusty old bastard. Why do you have to throw me off the case? Steiner's just trying to cover his own ass. Hide behind regulations, minimize damage, not solve the case. I thought he had bigger balls. Fuck. Learn something new every day, I guess. No doubt about it, this case smells worse than a 2-week-old corpse in a storm drain. So many victims. Who's really behind it all? I don't know his name, but I can already tell what kind of man he is. Some fucking philosophy major dropout, screaming about remaking society, without even realizing he's just covering up his own pathetic insecurities. I try to stop thinking about it. Try to back away, shut it down, for one simple reason. Much as I like the idea of throwing myself into the city's abyss, if I do that, I'll drag other people down with me. And Sarah doesn't deserve that. This city has a disease, something festering, somewhere deep down, underneath the routine of concrete and steel. Below the predatory grin of the neon lights, an infection has set in. It's like everybody started having the same nightmares, night after night. I know the dream. The one that makes me wake up drenched in sweat, heart about to crack open, scream locked in my throat. Somebody's chained a fucking boulder to me and shoved me off a cliff. Me, I got just the thing to help get through it. Fucking rich. Even the dead can take someone off a case. fuck's sake. Check engine again? Just had it in the shop last week. All this risk for a fucking piece of plastic. Can't even tell what it's for. Just you and me. Suppose I could have borrowed something from Icarus. Oh well. Too late now. Yep. Tastes just like it smells.
The Icarus disaster has shaken the city. Now new facts have come to light, which we'll bring you live in just a moment, in an exclusive special report.
I wonder how Sarah is dealing with it.
Hello?
Hi, Sarah. You listening to the radio?
It's the middle of the night. Are you drinking again?
Relax. I'm on autopilot.
You or the car?
Did you hear? Icarus is already in the news.
No shit, Sherlock. They've been trumpeting it all over the media for an hour. Wait till they find out politicians have tried to lower the age of free body subscriptions again. People are gonna lose it.
Maybe they'll finally get around to doing something about it.
Hopefully. I mean, I know we can't get involved, but someone needs to tell them enough is enough. Do you know that I barely saved up for my first subscription? All the money was spent on living. If I had to pay a year earlier, I probably wouldn't be here.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thousands of people in the same boat every year. Not everyone makes it, and these fucks want to take away what little chance they have. How can they?
Politicians aren't people. They're assholes.
That's right. People's lives depend on these decisions. They're what decides if you end up in the freezer or not.
Cool off. You're young.
Oh, fuck off with that bullshit. I really can't understand it. I mean, they knew about the consequences. How can they just make decisions like that between drinks? Like human lives mean nothing? Are there any moral boundaries left?
Boundaries still exist. We may not cross them, but some people are just evil and don't try to understand them.
Why?
Because they're bastards, and only other bastards can understand them.
Okay, hang on, Mr. Pessimism. Did you just admit there are good people in the world? And they include us?
We may not be the best, but yeah, until we screw up.
Okay, that sounds more like you. I was starting to worry. You know, I didn't think it was possible, but looks like we're on the same page. James, can I ask you something personal?
Sure, go ahead.
Do you believe in life after death? The real one?
I thought I was the drunk one here.
Well, apparently in the past, people used to ask stuff like that all the time.
Because
the average lifespan was less than 100 years.
And now? Can we believe in anything beyond this?
Okay. Wait a sec. I'm sure I do. Rachel believes it too.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I forgot. I overstepped.
Relax. Nothing happened.
What if you could choose? The bank or death?
Oh, shit. Maybe I'd meet Rachel in a better world.
It's a beautiful vision. I hope it's true.
Damn it. Bloody hell.
James? James, what's going on?
Charms of an E-class shell. Got it from a junkie.
Still having synchro issues?
Yes. A whole list of shitty side effects. Those damn shivers. You know what's funny? I get the worst shakes in the toilet.
Well, that might be where the last guy liked to shoot up. Part of that may be conditioning. Memory imprinted on the shell. When the body gets certain signals, it's trained to react, expecting the drugs.
Okay, got it. You were the one who took notes at school.
Do you take care of regular synchro tests? Are you taking ambrosia?
Yeah. I'm an exemplary citizen.
It's important that you do it.
Thanks for caring. This is my fourth body. I can handle it. What are the weirdest synchro issues you've heard of?
I only know cases from police files, and they're not very amusing.
I heard about a guy whose senses swapped places. Extreme synesthesia. He heard colors, tasted sounds, and reacted to smells like he could physically touch them.
I know what synesthesia is.
He was doing fine until he died in a garbage truck accident one morning.
Whoa, did it hit him?
No, he was standing next to it. The smells killed him.
Well, as for your issues, how did the last Icarite transfer go?
Why do you ask?
Well, did it go smoothly, or did you feel something along the way?
Apparently, we're unaware during the transfer, but... Damn, I remember the burning and itching all over my body. I thought I was going crazy. Seth, my partner, said something was weighing him down. He also knew a guy who felt like he was falling off of a cliff every time he changed bodies. That's probably nothing unusual. Don't worry about that.
Attention! Vehicle in a drift prohibited zone. Hands up! What are you holding?
Seriously? Don't you have anything better to do?
I advise you to cooperate. What's your name?
I'm on the job, for fuck's sake.
You will be held responsible for making false statements. So tell the fucking truth. What are you doing here?
Resting after I fucked up half the city with a train. 2 weeks ago? Maybe you heard about it.
I have his data.
James Kara. Badge number 984. He's Department of Mortality, but not active in the system.
Holy shit. It really is that psycho from the train.
One last time. What are you doing here in the middle of the night?
Can't you see? I'm drinking because I have a rotten job.
Shit. James, there's a bolo from the car from Icarus.
Hey, check that out.
How'd your vehicle get those marks?
Icarus dropped suit over half the neighborhood when it burned. Got my car, too. No point talking about it. Car runs fine, it's just filthy.
Shit! Bolo for a 99 Bluebird! Hands in the air! Don't move! Tow the car right
we can see him.
Did you get rid of the evidence from Icarus?
Oh,
Look! They're gonna take us both in!
Okay. I'll spill. Yes, I was on the Icarus, but they threw me off the case. Chief Steiner himself gave the...
James, you stupid cunt! Will you just shut the fuck up? You're making it worse!
We're placing you under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Attention all nearby units. Burglary in process at the jewelers. Corner of 11th and 58. Or 117. Repeat. All nearby units. Staff. Repeat. Burglary in progress. Corner of 11th and 58. Or 117.
Fuck this guy. Let's go.
Got us.
Did it work? Did they take the bait?
Wait. Did you call in a fake burglary?
Uh-huh. It was all I could think of.
Well. I'm impressed. Thanks for saving my ass. One thing, though. Cunt? Seriously?
I panicked! Okay, James. I'm no expert, but the universe seems to be telling you to go home.
You believe in science?
I believe it's 2 a.m. and I'm getting sick of you.
Seriously? Shit. I owe you an apology. Didn't look at my watch.
James, I know you have your demons. I've read your file, but you've got to learn to control them.
I used to control them.
I understand. I know it's got to be difficult for you. But you know the saying? The sleep of reason produces monsters. Put the vodka away and rest. It will help.
Yeah, rest doesn't work for me. Besides, it's a title, not a saying.
What?
Sleep of Reason produces monsters. It's the title of an old drawing. I saw the hologram. The guy falls asleep with his head on the desk. There are boogeymen and bats swirling around him, like coming for him. You can almost hear the flutter of their wings. It was, Goya, I think?
Suddenly you know art.
Rachel knew art. She liked this place, too. Used to stop here sometimes when I picked her up from work.
It's time to go back, James. Please, take care of yourself.
Rachel!
Waking Sarah up for a drunken call was as healthy as my usual cigarette dinner. But I needed this conversation. And something told me she needed it too. Anyway, it was a nice contrast with all these conversations that leave me hungover even when I don't drink. I shouldn't be driving like this. Seems like the whole city's turning to dust, and I still feel the festive atmosphere. We gather around the fire, sing songs, argue about politics. Thanks to this charade, you've lied to yourself for another year that your life matters. Shit. I have to go home. Not good.
Welcome home, James, Kara. I recommend immediate decontamination. The level of contamination of the shell is alarmingly above all norms.
I know.
The synchronization test will take place soon. Please do not leave the apartment for the next 24 hours.
Fuck! Where are the fucking drugs?
Don't you already know who the murderer is?
How did I...
Hey, doesn't the hero die at the end?
Yes. But he's trying.
And when will you cuff me?
You want me to cuff you?
Don't you want to?
If I don't get up from this couch and grab my drugs, I'll die. Drugs should be in the kitchen. Or the restroom. Maybe upstairs. Damn, empty. I think I had an...
I won't get rid of this hologram unless you take me there. Copy that. I really...
There's nothing in this one either.
In ancient cultures, the Moirai were an allegory of destiny. They represented the brutal laws that governed the world, and only exceptional mortals could gently influence them. No, that sounds weak. terrible lately. Try to smile a little, just a little bit.
Outrageous. No wonder people are pissed. I'm pissed. The law makes us slaves to the system without giving us the slightest chance. Please tell us to stay at home.
Attention! The sync test is ready. Immediately approach the Hestia module. Logged. James, Kara. Welcome back. I'm starting the synchro test.
Please take a deep breath and imagine a safe space. Feel the ground under your feet. Excellent. Very literally, but perfect. Please select a seat. Our own death is a difficult experience that we naturally repress from consciousness. In order to enable smooth functioning in the new body, we need to remember the last moments of our lives and
together face the trauma of the last death. Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
before we get to the point, please recall the first death.
It was just an injury. I just changed my body. My old shell went to the Hall of Fame. It looks pretty good there.
Please start calibration process. Calibration successful. Thank you. Let's go to the memories. It's time to confront them. Proceed to the next stage. The key to synchronization is the ability to put the past into perspective. You are at the peak of your abilities and career. Have you thought about buying a Synchro Plus program?
Thanks. I can't afford it.
No worries. Common tests work just as well. Please, continue. Chapter in life?
I had no choice. I didn't synchronize with the new shell like I did with my original.
Positive rate threshold is excellent. You found a new purpose in life. Finding yourself in a new reality is a huge challenge.
Turns out I have a knack for this job.
Do you miss your job?
You don't even realize.
Let's move on to the last death event. It seems that the complexity of the trauma will not allow us to continue.
I can handle it.
Synchronization is a process, not an act. Try to isolate minor events using all your senses, or stop and extend the recovery period.
No. I'll remember. I'll get it from my memory. Some shine, grease, burn, and...
Excellent.
Seriously? jammed, even though I cleaned it the day before.
Who did you want to hit?
All I remember is we were on a mission. Me and Seth. Powerful explosion. I think it derailed the train. My ears were ringing and... Fuck! I don't remember.
What about Seth and the one you were chasing? Can you focus on them?
I'll try. Get it? Dispense justice. Bastard kept eluding me. I knew he got hit hard. But this...
James, do you blame yourself for what happened to him?
We got a lousy job. He knew the risks. But I was his partner. He relied on me.
Unstable simulation. We'd better stop for today. All right?
Now? When do I get a chance to pass the damn test? I won't let this go. I can't. I'll finish it, and I'll be back where I belong.
Attention. Dynamic element detected.
James, it's dangerous. It could be projection, not recollection.
What projections? This is my fucking window.
We recommend staying home. Your mental state is very strained and you need time to recuperate.
How long until I'm back to work?
From 9 to 12 months. Estimates may change.
Fuck! Sarah, I fucked up. I don't know how to say this, but I think I'm admitting guilt.
What happened? Is everything all right? What have you done?
I can't do anything. I have no chance to go back.
James,
No. I'll finish the case. I won't leave it like this, but I won't drag you down with me. I'm sorry for earlier. I'll cover all traces. I can't drag everyone down all the time. You didn't deserve it.
Whew. Wow, that's very kind of you.
Excuse me?
You're such a drama queen sometimes. What did you think, I'd leave it like that? I'll leave you with it? I have a few leads to discuss.
Really?
You think you're the only person in this town who wants to know what's going on?
Let's get busy then.
Where do we start?
Since the Zeppelin crashing into the building right after Green's death is more than just a lucky break.
Lucky?
For us. Definitely not for them. You know exactly what I mean. Let's start with the connection between the Green case and the Icarus shooting.
I still don't know how he encrypted the Icarite. Why do something like that?
To avoid answers when your corpse turns up in an inconvenient situation.
Damn snake again.
It looks fresh this time. Probably made on the day of the massacre. Only the date on Green's tree was carved long ago. The one on the safe was done yesterday.
Sarah, they must mean something. Was the toxicology of the rest clean?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it was normal for this social class. Do you think Kovalev had poison in his blood too? Like Green?
Do you have access to the CTC registers? It should be in there by now.
Checking. Roy, Park, Dean is there too, but no sign of Kovalev.
So we have another connection to Green. A final death. So the watch with a photo wasn't evidence of a friendly quarrel between Kovalev and Green?
They were obviously very close.
Sarah, do you have access to the CTC registers?
Just checked. Kovalev's Icarite never made it there, which means that this is another...
This is another final death. They both left this world, and they left behind quite a mess.
Do you think they managed to carry out the plan from Green's letter?
All we know is they gave their lives for it.
Could anyone here know Green and Kovalev were up to something?
Damned good question. Let's check.
Despite what we saw in the Icarus reconstruction, Phalanx really does have quite a rep. Burn to a crisp.
Was that laughter?
No.
On one hand, he was just a pawn.
You mixing game metaphors?
Hey, people say that.
Never mind. You're right. Chief's errand boy.
I wonder how big his stable was. As the chief's trusted man, he must have known about Green's death.
Just what was he looking for here?
Motherfuckers. I still can't believe it.
At least their plans will take a while longer. That tell you something?
Shit. Too many copper phase conductors with polyvinyl insulation.
What?
I really don't know.
You've identified him. Great.
Yeah, it's a developer named Travis Collette.
Travis Collette. Bonjour, Travis. Travis Collette. Travis Collette.
James!
Sorry.
Are you sure?
Yes, roughly. Actually, let's look at it from a different angle.
Good idea.
The famous psychologist back in the circle of suspects.
More on the periphery.
Sarah, can you check what building this is?
How am I supposed to do that? This is just a small section. Oh, I need more to work with here. Was buying the blueprints for Green's apartment from Colette. And Colette didn't know about Green's death, and that order not to board Icarus. You think Dean was following the chief's orders?
We can't rule out that Dean was working for someone else.
Like who? And what the hell do Green's plans have to do with it?
Let's focus on the second question.
You think we missed something at Green's?
Everything points to that.
As long as everyone's focused on the riot now, the apartment should be empty.
Great. Let's finish what we started.
Diagnostics complete. Repair cost and fine, $938.
Oh, fuck you. And don't wait for me with dinner. Late. After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times, and unlike other such voices, without grabbing a bottle.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
I'd like to see your file.
I erased it. Good luck with that.
I have my ways.
Ready.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
I've never understood this stuff.
Yet it doesn't surprise me in the least that Green was into it. A real man of the people. At least that's what he wants you to see.
Right. Total bullshit.
Let's keep it simple.
Going from corner to corner isn't simple.
I don't know. I'm looking.
That's not what the map wants to tell me. No, this is not the place. Let's not give up.
You want to talk about what was on the artist's mind? Really? James.
I was curious. Just checking if you're paying attention. Safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
If there was anything here, the feds got it.
I'm sorry.
We missed this one. Can you at least check what they took?
Probably. Okay. I'm convinced. Are we getting out of here?
Wait.
James?
It's not about the safe.
You just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
The storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Never mind.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
You sound like an expert.
I was helping my cousin repair pneumatics like this. Tech from a mortal era. Rich people love automated shit in their homes. We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking.
The wall is a meter from the safe.
This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected. What next?
We have a card. Bingo! The first rich dude to fall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see it develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it. James, what is happening?
Sarah?
Oh, fuck. So Green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear. Formal dress. A meeting? With a murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven. What?
Making a mess. Get your act together. Don't you already know who the murderer is?
James?
I tried to, you know.
Are you there?
Sarah?
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who... Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
What is this place? What happened here?
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
What did you do to deserve your mask? Maybe you actually wore it every day. Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the...
Governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. Fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. Why did he fall? And where's the killer? Chris Everson. He'd sell his own mother for votes.
There was a scandal that he used his mother's illness in the campaign.
Shot. Needs a closer look. Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty. The Emperor of Screens. Make that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
What happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve?
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head. Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
A shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
Blagojevich. Journalistic scum. He aimed toward the piano. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Like you got hit by a truck. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you. Believed it all.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
Why are you keeping this company? I'm asking the questions this time. Sorry it's too late. As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Government critic sitting with a propagandist. Yeah, burn it all down. Government critic sitting with a propagandist. Yeah, burn it all down. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer? Shit. Not enough data. I still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? It doesn't make sense. Looks too rich for my blood. A broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me. Bingo. So you were sitting here. bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. Fucking wiring. You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
He was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight. Yet something or someone stopped him. Shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. What? Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Dunno. I was delirious.
Misery loves company, especially in the Force. Is she your liaison?
I'm off duty.
Right.
The senator? Here?
Everyone pays for success. Few can really afford it.
High voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption. Couldn't you just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us? Glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. Maybe when they're incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations. I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
It's time for pictures of your friend. Same weapon? Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadis. Burnt. Someone was shooting at close range. Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll.
else? How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you couldn't do the right thing. Let me show you whose side you picked.
How fucking kind of you. Pretty much everyone here knows each other. I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish. Same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. Straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position.
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. Looks like you almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her. She was bleeding like hell. Use them as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move. Was she trying to escape? Ritual toy. Sharp. Senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too?
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her. Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? Ton of lead. And burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else get your attention? She almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata's shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Katis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. You were lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where? Recording console. I wonder what it turns on. Zilch. The shrine with the weapons? Very subtle.
I'll check to see if any victims were killed with this gun. .9mm, 5 bullets, half-empty clip.
Did the killer shoot it? Or did they shoot at him? Back to the beginning. Edward Green. What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
What does she have to do with all this? I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started adding conditions. You can't show it like that. The kiss is too long. Costumes like this aren't appropriate for kids.
boy ended up hanging himself. But she censored articles about it and nobody found out. Let's see where you take me. Another. This must be a dead end. Let's run deeper. Fuck. Not now. So close. Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover. The youngest bodies possible. No certificates. This body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. Icarite in this one? Age 21. There's some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites... why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers. Same as on the table at Green's. He was here. Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them.
All those innocent souls.
Where are their Icarites?
You already know that. The actor was hung up on them.
Motherfuckers. Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Guy.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Sarah? You there? Fuck. I've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting. Just wondering, since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you!
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her?
This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here.
Yes.
And the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
I'm not Green. You can't buy me. The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah. How could I let myself be tricked like this? Where she lived, not how she lived. I would say below poverty line, if not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her. Not even have a bar here. Focus, James. Sarah needs electricity. Lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see. These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you? Electric current powers up the antenna. Must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.